Good evening, all. I'm Epstein with your metal market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening as we're here now on Tuesday, and we're at the 10th of December, 2024, 6:10 p.m. Central Time. So in the metal market, gold is staying nicely over the 2,700 level. The silver has come back. Yeah, it's down tonight, but remember, now it's back to the 32.5 area. We're looking at copper back up, got away from that $4 zone, pushing now to 427 level. But let's understand something. These markets are going to look very hard at the data that's going to happen all week long. It's a big week for the data. Let's take a look at what I'm talking about. You have the Mortgage Bankers Association numbers, though that'll come out at 6 in the morning, but that's not the big piece. It's the CPI. The raw data is forecast to go up 0.3% month over month. And that compares to the prior months up 0.2. So still, as I see it, sticky inflation still there. CPI in monthly terms up 0.3 compared to the prior month's 0.3. And in an annualized term, it's forecast to be up 2.7% from the year ago month, with the core year-over-year figure expected to be 3.2%. Certainly not down to the 2% numbers that the Fed wants, but the big question then is what happens? Does the Fed decide to go and say, let's give a quarter point, we will wait. We have all through the first quarter to see if we do anything at all. I think January, if they do that, will be written off. Should they pass on December, then January becomes a potentially live meeting. That's how I think you have to look at it. How's that sitting in the marketplace? Well, first off, you dropped pretty good today, and that's to be expected. How many of you have gone out there and looked at the report that I put up on our website right here? And if you look at the green area, that's where the metal report is. And if you go over there and you give that a click and you take a look at it and you tell me this break that's occurring, how that fits in with what I've got in the report. And you make your own mind up from there. So we'll talk about that in a little bit, but those are the things that I see. By the way, you can click it anytime up here. There'll be an icon. You can click that or just go to irapstein.com, and that's the way to see the report. All right, and the report's only up 3 days, so I put it up yesterday. This thing goes off our website in 2 days now. So as we take a look, and you can see the dollar up, most currencies flat. Now, you're going to get the Bank of Canada tomorrow. Brazil's going to tell you what they're doing with their interest. Tonight we did have the Australia came out and they held their rate steady. That was to be expected. Then on Thursday you're going to get the European Central Bank and the Swiss National Bank, and then the big boys, another group, comes out next week, including us, and we'll decide what we do. On the energy markets, I think they're marking time. I don't know if you've taken a look and seen any of the photos that are going out there of what Israel's destroying throughout Syria. And if you've taken a look, remember that Russian naval base? It's deserted. There are no ships there. Everybody ran on Monday. They got everything out of there, figuring Israel was going to go in and make a lot of destruction of different areas, which is just a continuing pattern. The goal there, from what I can see, and I'm no military guy, is to not give the arms over to whatever the new regime turns out to be. And that's the big question. Who's going to be the new regime? Are they pro-West, anti-West? Are they pro-human rights, anti-human rights? There's so much that isn't known about this. And why give away the goods? That's what Israel's doing. They're trying to stop that. And the incursions going on, they're putting back all the buffer zones. Who's going to stop them? That's the issue right now. Iran isn't ready to do that. Russia's got its hands full. So Israel's just going to take care of what it has to. But the world's watching. They don't want to see that this turns into a bloodbath there, which it hasn't so far. Bonds and notes, don't try to be a hero here and let the market tell you what it wants to do. So when you look at the gold market, you can see it just hanging around here for the week. Now it's up 2.5%, $63. Not bad. Will you clear these highs is the big question. The market came down here, stuck its head up. Now you've had 2 days where it stuck its head up. Got those, and you carried through a little bit early tonight. Take a look. You see that? There you go. So you're getting a little follow through there. The pattern is one where the market fought, and I think you'd agree with me, for the better part of 2 weeks at the 18-day average of closes and was able to stay up and over that, has the upside bias. So I'm looking at the resistance very hard at 27.37, and no, that won't get me bearish the market, but it is an important resistance point. We'll see if the market can do anything with it. Momentum is up, is seen right here, and you have bias up. Not the trend. Trend defined as higher highs, higher lows, but certainly bias and momentum. The gold-silver ratio, silver's losing back a little bit to gold. Gold's looking better on the charts than the silver at this point. Silver's fighting its battle at the upper Bollinger Band in an overbought market in an uptrend, but that's a lot of resistance to deal with at this point. Same in the copper. We've talked here the past few nights that if you went up, look for the resistance at the 100-day average in green and the black line, the Bollinger Band, the dashed black line right through there as the resistance points, and you're overbought. So what's the catalyst here? It's not CPI for the U.S. It's going to be what does China do this week that we're in as their conference board is meeting, and the question is what do they come up with? No matter what they tell you, you've got to look at the market reaction to what they do, not Chinese reaction from their press and so on. That's going to be the key to the market. Does the market think it's enough or not enough? And we don't know what it is that they're going to do yet. Platinum, do you agree the market's stuck trying to get over that 18-day average of closes? Momentum flat, just sort of hanging here. So metals are, the silver and gold have gone up, past tense. Now the question is, can they stay up as I look at it? Same in the copper market. And you're flat now in the dollar. Look, you've got the downtrend. 3 days ago you got down, hit the Bollinger Band. You've come right here. You negate the downtrend if the market can clear 106.70, but how far are you going? The upper Bollinger Band's 107.28. Big support lies down here, but what's going to drive the market there? I don't see anything. So it's sort of a no-man trade right now in that market. Where there's not the no-man trade, in my opinion, is in the stock indices. Go take a look at that report, iraepstein.com, and I'll catch up with all of you in the morning. Take care now.